Now who says you can't get bokeh with a slow lens? So today we're doing a video all about bokeh and how you can get bokeh with a slow lens like this. Now this is a 70-300 F4.5-5.6. Now typically when you look at bokeh, you're talking about fast lenses like f1.8 or f1.4, f1.2 lenses. But just to prove that you don't have to buy expensive lenses like that, like this one here, this is an F-mount lens on the Z-mount body. Now this here in New Zealand, $1,000 second hand. You can get these type of lenses cheaper than that. This is the AFP. Yes, the AFP model. It's one of the later F-mount lenses, but some of the older F-mount lenses work extremely well also. Now, that last photo you've seen was at F5.6. Yeah, just to prove that we don't need expensive lenses like a f1.4, f1.8 lens, f1.2. We're going to shoot on this 70-300 f4.5-5.6, and we're going to get nice background blur in our images. So let's go and find some subjects to photograph. So somebody's placed some flowers on this seat here. We're going to take a photo of that and get some separation from the background. So you see on screen, so we're just getting to get a bit of separation from these flowers with the background, and we're probably about 10 meters away from the trees over here. So you'll see a nice background blur. So I found, I don't know what sort of plant this is, but I see some autumn colours in the background over there, so we're going to get those autumn colours in the background. So this plant over here, we're going to get in the foreground, and there's some autumn colours in the background over there. We're going to capture those in the background blur. So we're going to have 1/250th of a second, f5.6. And we'll have a look at that on screen. Now the background's nicely blurred out, and hopefully that subject is sharp in the foreground. So I found a nice little composition here. Now this time round we're going to have a bit of foreground blur, and we've got some nice little grasses here, some native grasses, and we've got like a little pine tree type bush that's only about this high. This is what I'm looking at with that little pine tree seedling in the in the middle there. Now I'm going to put it on a 2-second timer, and it's at about 250 mil. Put the 2-second timer on. And we get a nice separation from the foreground to the background, or the midground, and then the background as well. So you get some background blur as well. So I'll put that up on screen now. So I found another angle on this same composition, but from the opposite direction. Now I'm filming uphill a little, and I got one of these little pine trees. Actually, it's a hebe, but it looks like a little pine tree. And I've got the native grass in the background, so that's going to be blurred out. You can have a look at the composition I've got in the camera. So I've got the little hebe in the foreground, and the grasses in the background all blurred out. So we're on ISO 100, f5.6, 1/500th of a second. So you can see my settings on screen. So we'll take the shot. It's on a 2-second timer, so we shouldn't get any shake from the camera or the lens. So let's go. Right, so have a look at that on screen, and you'll see that that native grass is nicely blurred out. Now this is just with a slow lens, so like I say, you don't always need fast, expensive lenses to get that background blur. You can get a long zoom lens and zoom right into a subject and blur that background out nicely. So let's carry on and see what else we can find. So for our last composition, I'm going to focus on this flower here and get those yellow pom-pom chrysanthemums in the background blurred out. So got it on a tripod at about 280mm and F4.5-5.6 and 1/500th of a second. And we'll wait for, I've got it on a 2-second timer, but we've got to wait for that wind to die down so the flower's not moving. So we'll try that, see how that looks on screen. So that's just a little short video about how you can get blurred out backgrounds with a slow lens. You don't have to break the bank and buy $2,000–3,000 lenses to blur the background out. So I hope you all liked the little video and hope you got something useful out of it. And hope you all like the photos on screen. And thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe, put a comment down below, and we'll see you on the next one.